Hello and welcome to Heavenly Treasure. Today, we're diving into a story that's central to the Christmas season, a story filled with gifts, faith, and timeless lessons from some unexpected visitors, the wise men and the shepherds. In the Christmas story, we often focus on the miracle of Jesus' birth in a stable in Bethlehem. But we can also learn much from the individuals who were part of this event, the wise men and the shepherds. They came from different walks of life, had different roles, and likely faced unique challenges, yet they each found their way to the stable, driven by faith and guided by God. Let's explore what these two groups teach us about faith, worship, and the spirit of giving. 1. The wise men, the gifts of honor, faith, and sacrifice. The wise men, or magi, came from the east, likely a long, challenging journey. These were scholars, possibly astrologers or philosophers, and they were well respected in their homeland. But what makes their journey remarkable is their motivation. They traveled a great distance, enduring unknown hardships, simply to find and honor a child who had been prophesied as the King of the Jews. This journey was prompted by their interpretation of a celestial sign, a star. Imagine the faith it took to leave their homes, not knowing exactly where they were going, but trusting that this star would lead them to a profound truth. For us, this is a reminder that faith sometimes requires us to step into the unknown. The wise men remind us that seeking God requires dedication and perseverance. And then there's the matter of their gifts. They brought gold, frankincense, and myrrh. These weren't just ordinary gifts, but had deep symbolic meanings. Gold represented Jesus' royal lineage as the King of Kings. Frankincense, a type of incense, signified his divinity, a sweet aroma that's often associated with worship and prayer. Finally, myrrh, an embalming oil, foreshadowed Jesus' future suffering and sacrifice. Each of these gifts was valuable, and their symbolic meanings remind us of Jesus' kingship, holiness, and ultimate sacrifice for humanity. Through their gifts, the wise men taught us the importance of giving our best to honor God. They showed that real gifts aren't just about their material value, but about their symbolic meaning and the intention behind them. So, during this Christmas season, think about the gifts you give. It doesn't always have to be something expensive. Sometimes, a heartfelt message or time spent with loved ones can mean so much more. 2. The shepherds, the gift of humble faith and spreading good news. Now, let's turn to the shepherds. In that time, shepherds were humble, everyday workers. They didn't have the wealth or status of the wise men, but their role in the Christmas story is just as meaningful. One night, as they were keeping watch over their flock, an angel appeared to them, sharing the news of Jesus' birth and saying, "Do not be afraid. I bring you good news of great joy for all people." This humble group of shepherds was chosen to receive the first announcement of Jesus' birth, before kings or rulers even knew. Their reaction is a testament to their faith. They didn't question or doubt the angel's message. Instead, they responded immediately. Leaving their flocks, they went to Bethlehem, seeking this Savior who had been born in such humble circumstances. The shepherds teach us that God often calls upon those who are humble and open-hearted. Their quick response to God's call reminds us that faith is not about status or wealth, but about being willing to seek and embrace God's message. The shepherds didn't bring gifts like the wise men, but they gave something equally valuable, their presence and their faith. After visiting Jesus, they couldn't contain their excitement. They became the first evangelists, sharing the good news of the Savior's birth with others. Their joy and willingness to spread God's message remind us that, when we truly experience God's love, we naturally want to share it with others. 3. The spirit of giving and worship in the Christmas season. Both the wise men and the shepherds exemplify two aspects of worship. The wise men honored Jesus with physical gifts, reflecting the importance of giving thoughtfully. The shepherds honored Jesus by bringing the gift of their presence and spreading the joy they felt. During Christmas, we can embody both forms of giving. We can give meaningful gifts to loved ones, not out of obligation, but as an act of love and thoughtfulness. And, like the shepherds, we can also share our joy and hope with others. Sometimes the greatest gift we can give is our time, compassion, and love. Let's also remember that Jesus came as a gift to us, not wrapped in fine clothes or gold, but in a humble stable, accessible to all. The ultimate gift of Christmas is the love of God, given to us through Jesus. The wise men and shepherds remind us to seek that gift, honor it, and share it with others. A season of heavenly treasures. In reflecting on the wise men and shepherds, we see the beauty of faith, humility, and joy in the Christmas season. Whether we're giving physical gifts, spending time with loved ones, or spreading joy, we're following in the footsteps of those who first celebrated Jesus' birth. So, this Christmas, let's carry forward the lessons from the wise men and shepherds. Let's honor Jesus by seeking Him, sharing His message, and giving from the heart. Thank you for joining us today on Heavenly Treasure. May you have a blessed and joyous Christmas season, filled with faith, hope, and love. And if you enjoyed this message, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with others who would love to hear it. Merry Christmas, and may you discover the true gifts of this season.